If Lucario was one of your favorite Pokemon and you're looking to build a deck around him, well, you've come to the right place. So today we're going to focus on exactly that. The deck is a pure fighting deck, only it's focused around Lucario and best utilizing him. He only does 40 damage by himself, so what he does is he makes other cards better. He adds plus 20 damage to other fighting Pokemon. So in this deck, we have 2 Dugtrios, we have 2 Digletts, we have 2 Riolus, and 2 Lucarios. Also, we have 1 Marshadow, and we also have 1 Bidoof. Bidoof is the only one who is not a fighting type, but you'll see how he helps out later on. We have 1 Potion, 1 X-Speed, 2 Pokeballs, 1 Giant Cape, 2 Professor Researches, 1 Giovanni, 1 Sabrina, and 1 Dawn. I promise you guys are going to love this deck. So let's get into some battles. Let's see what we have first here. We'll be going second. Let's see what we get. All right, we got a water type. I hate going against water because almost every water deck is just so Misty based. It's all hit and miss. You know, you get a Misty, and that's what every water deck is about. I've had situations where I'm setting up like this, and somebody pulls out an Articuno, hits me with a Misty, gains 3 energy, and kills me before I even have a turn. So that's just in case anybody who works at Pokemon is watching this. Misty is a broken card. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up our Diglett first. As you can see, we also have a Dugtrio and a Riolu Lucario evolution. So this was actually a pretty good hand pull. We're going to go ahead and put down our Marshadow as well, and we'll get right into it. With this type of deck, our goal is always going to be to get our Lucarios kind of, set up on our back line and use Dugtrio to lead the way. So here we'll also put 1 energy on our Marshadow, just so when and if our Dugtrio is killed, we have that Marshadow there to do 100 damage. With his revenge move. However, with the Lucario, however you want to pronounce it, it's a plus 20. So his with the revenge for Marshadow will actually be 120, which is a big plus for this deck. Getting into the Dugtrio now. Dugtrio, you flip a coin, and if the coin is heads, it prevents all attacks to that Pokemon. However, it almost never works for me. As you saw, we flipped that first time, we got tails. Let's actually count how many times we can get tails in a row, because I promise I never get heads. So we'll go ahead and use that Giant Cape. Add that to the Dugtrio. And I'm not sure what this guy is actually doing, because I assumed he was going to be trying to use a Starmie. But instead, he's just letting this Articuno die, which is just not smart. But let's see if he has a plan here or what he does. He has to have the Starmie by now, because why waste both of those energies on a Staryu in hopes of a evolution? So I'm not sure. Let's see what he does here. Okay, yeah, he's really going to let his Articuno die. So at this point, I mean, this match is kind of already over with. We're not really going to run into any problems here. But that will be our second coin flip of getting nothing with Dugtrio, maybe even a third. I lost count already. Matter of fact, let's see when we get heads is a better thing to do, because like I said, I always get tails. Like if it works, it works. Like, randomly sometimes you'll get heads with the Dugtrio and it'll go a long way. It's almost like earning an extra turn. However, it's just rare. If you watch my videos, you see that I rarely use any Pokemon that require coin flips, because then you're just really leaving things up to chance. So let's see here. Yeah, this game is over with. I'm not sure what his plan was. He pulled out this Squirtle. he's probably going to go ahead and quit at this time. As you can see the waiting for opponent up in the top. So I'll take this time to go ahead and say this when you got your line set up like this is actually exactly how you want it. You want your Doug trio up top. You want a Marshadow somewhere in the back line with one energy already attached so that he's ready to go. And then you want 2 Lucarios, if you can get them, get that evolution going. 2 Lucarios will upgrade the Doug trio to having an 80 attack, and it will upgrade the Revenge of the Marshadow to 140 if you have both of those together. So it's just really a good quick hitting combination. I know a lot of us, like if you're a Lucario fan, you expected a lot more out of that card. I mean, all it does is 40 damage, and we kind of were wishing for a little bit more. Perhaps they'll make an X version in the future that does a little bit more than this, but for now, it's not really a card you want to lead the attack with. So Marshadow you always want to have, and Doug Trio leading the way. So this game is over with. Nothing too much there. Let's see. We'll get into another one. So let's go ahead and get this one out the way. We'll run another match because we really didn't get any competition here. I kind of want to see if we can get some competition. That was just like a walkthrough. I'm not sure what that person was doing. So let's go round 2. Let's see what we can do. All right, we'll be going first this round, which going first and second, I mean, depending on what you have, for this deck, it doesn't matter. They both work the same. For this hand pool, we got a Diglett and a Doug trio, which is kind of what we want, so we're fine with that. We'll go first, which will allow us to evolve first. So we'll actually be able to use our Doug trio first. So this guy is a lightning type, so we actually get the advantage here. So we'll go ahead and use this Pokeball. Let's see. Bidoof. All right, so let's see if we need to use Bidoof in this game. He's good to have just in the clutch, depending on, how the hand is pulled and what your opponent has. Bidoof can actually make or break you in a way. So let's see how this game plays out. All right, 2 Pikachu X's. I don't know. We'll see. That could be scary depending on if we get our card pulls or not. Pokeball, great. Let's see what we got here. All right, so let's go ahead and get set up. We'll go ahead and get our Doug trio up. See if it works for us this time with the heads. I doubt it, but we'll see. And then we'll pull our Bidoof out this time as well, because he might just come in handy. So let's see if we can get a heads here. No, of course not. All right, so we'll see. If he pulls out another Pokemon, then our Doug trio is more than likely dead. So at this point, we're just going to kind of hope and play the game and see what he has here. Magnemite we're not too worried about. All right, he's going to heal up. He's leading me to believe that he does not have another Pokemon at this point, but we'll see. Pokemon Communication. That's one of the new cards that just got added in this last update. Yeah, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say that he does not have that other Pokemon, which is great for us. And we pulled a Marshadow right on time. So we'll go ahead and get this Marshadow set up just in case. And let's see here. Yeah, I guess that's about all we need to do. Let's see if we can pull the heads for once. Let's go. And of course not. All right, so no heads yet, but like I said, we're not gonna bank on that. That's not the reason we use Dugtrio. We use Dugtrio because he only takes one energy, so it's a quick hit. You know, this is a quick hitting deck. It's not one of those fighting decks that's like Golem where you got to sit and wait and try to continuously pull to win. So, okay, so that might be a problem. Let's see what happens. So our Dugtrio is gone. We've got no choice but to use Marshadow here. Although that's not going to kill this Pokemon. It's only going to severely injure it. So, at this point, this is where the RNG comes into play. It's just going to be whether or not he pulls a Pokemon to kill us after we hit him with this Marshadow. He'll kill our Marshadow with this next move, and then, yeah, it might not end well for us. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we get lucky. We've got no choice but to go ahead and use this Riolu. Kill that Pokemon he has there, and then it's going to come down to his last card pull. So it's going to actually come down to whether or not he pulls another Pokemon. If he pulls another Pokemon, and his Pikachu X will actually hit me for 60, and there's not too much we can do about that. So let's see what happens here. Pretty sure he knows the same thing we know. It's all down to whatever card he just pulled. For us, our plan is if he didn't pull a Pokemon, we have this Sabrina here, which it looks like he did not. Okay, so he actually is going to lose this game by a stroke of luck. We'll actually be able to win. Rocky Helmet. Yeah, that's not going to save you, buddy. Good try, though. Lucario, it's nice for you to show up a little bit late. It would have been nice if you came a little bit sooner, but that's fine. So we'll go ahead and use our Sabrina here. There's not much he can do, and he'll concede defeat. So as you guys can see, that's kind of how that deck works. It's a very quick deck. It doesn't take too much energy. Like I said, we built this deck around Lucario. We're not going to be trying to use Golem and all of those high-powered Pokemon that we really wouldn't need. And Lucario's not going to do too much plus damage when you're already doing 100 damage. So for these Pokemon, it works out great. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sure you're going to love this deck. Comment, like, subscribe.